In today's video, we have part 2 of the Noob to God series, of course, with all of the ammo items that we are going to be going ahead and using. But before we go ahead and go with the video, if you guys would like to go ahead and win yourself a free Game Pass, all you need to do is drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment your Roblox username down below. I go in multiple Game Passes every week. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, so on part 2 of the series, and we honestly didn't really do like a crazy amount last time. We kind of just got like the basics understood because so much has changed in the game. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the Halloween area, and this is mainly because I believe this is where I get the best shadows from in this world. Of course, I can't go to world 2 yet, and we'll address that a little bit later on, but until then, we do not need to press that. We need to go ahead and take out some of these shadows, which with my crazy sword, we should be pretty good. Also, we can go ahead and stack this with the blade of domination, and we need the crown of arise as well to take out these guys. And do these guys come in higher? I don't actually know what's the highest ranked ones to get. So honestly, we may just go ahead and yeah, let's just go and rise a bunch of these guys. And as we're just stumbling along, I saw there's this big portal here, and honestly, I was gonna do the boss thing, but it looks like we get some cool shadows out of this. So now, something else I didn't really explain about the series, or at least this part of the series earlier on, is that I can, of course, go ahead and do Infinity Castle and like all these cool raids and everything, but I believe they basically got something in place where it will just kick me if I'm doing too good. So yeah, it'll kick me out. Of course, it'll be completely unfair, and it'll be just like kind of ruin the fun of it if I kind of like expose everything in the game like super early on. So I'm pretty sure it's just going to boot me out if I do too well. Also, auto rise probably should just be on. Like, I need the extra stuff here, but honestly, auto rise, auto click, and that should make this a little bit easier. We can also wait. We can be a little bit cheeky. I think we got the time to do it. I can quickly make sure we've got our experience buff ready come, which gives me 500 times experience. I can then go to quests, and I can claim this quest, which is going to boost a ton of levels up for me there. We can do this quest here. We could do brute force. We could do active presence. Of course, when I last played the game, I think they only just added like quests in, and they were nowhere near as in depth as they are right now. And that also means I can go to stats, and we can just put everything into player speed. Like, actually, I think we're just going to put 279 into player speed. Of course, we can move this around if needed, but honestly, I would like to move a little bit faster because yeah, I don't know. This doesn't feel like any faster. Wait, am I doing so? I definitely feel like I'm doing something wrong. Why am I so slow? Is that like a sprint? Oh wait, okay. Well, that dash is a lot bigger now. Why are we so slow though? There is sprint in this game, right? Maybe there isn't. Maybe we just need to get it. Let's just use the dashes for now. Once we got like super dashy powers, we can just keep on taking these guys out. We'll auto arise everything. We also probably should put our, is that our rise look? I need to make sure it's back on. Let's take the experience one off, and we'll put back the blade on so we get the crazy buffs going on and everything. And let's just keep on dashing around and see what else we can find. It's actually the first time we're doing this dungeon, so I don't really know what I'm doing in it. But where's the room to progress? Wait, is it up here? Am I no, I'm going the wrong way. Wait, I need to learn how this works here. So wait, why is my dash is crazy as well now? Okay, so we can't go through there. I feel like I'm completely lost in this area. Oh wait, we missed one of them. So if I break this guy, will it give us a new room? And yeah, it does give me a new room. And also, as I thought, yeah, all these guys' stats are just going to be the exact same as each of us, so we will be fine with that for now. So I don't really think I might as well level my shadows up. Either way, though, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly, like, I don't know, maybe try to do, like, a montage. I mean, just, like, completely clearing this dungeon. I actually realized we're getting XP from this as well, so we're actually going to take this off. We're gonna put the experience buff on, and, yeah, we'll maybe turn this into, like, a little bit of montage where I just completely destroyed the dungeon in, like, I don't know, 30 seconds. Okay, so honestly, I've got no clue if it even went ahead and recorded that part of the montage. There's a little problem with my recording software, but I've realized it's basically every few floors there's kind of like a mini boss that you can go ahead and take out, and when you take them out you get them. I am getting them in like terribly low rank, so I'm not sure maybe if like this is to counteract ranks going like stupidly high, is that things are just like a lot stronger. It's quite hard for me to tell though, because I'm pretty sure every shadow I have is set to have like the exact same stats, no matter what level it's at, which I won't complain about, but I just mean stat-wise, I have no strong clue how strong like this guy is compared to other ones. I know like shadow stats and a bunch of other things are like a big thing of the game as well, but no, I thought to go ahead and add this in, as we are actually doing a relatively decent job at clearing these floors. If I did actually manage to montage them, and something you may notice from kind of just watching me now for a minute or two, is my like movement is terrible. And now that is just because I have like not played in a while, of course, but also speed. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought I'd walk faster. No, you dash like a super long distance. Which, talking about that, we've had crazy amounts of levels from doing this right now. So we knew like I know a few into player speed there, and it just we get huge dashes, which I don't know how effective it is. Of course, with the relic, we are managing to get a decent amount of XP grinding, and we are definitely slowing down a lot with the XP grind. But honestly, we probably shouldn't be playing too much. Something I do want to try out though, instead of using maybe the XP relic, if we try the Orb of Fortune, which basically increases everything's drop chance by 500. So I'm not really sure if these guys have any like crazy drops you can get from them, and I don't think it multiplies drops, but it does mean we have a much higher chance of getting the drop from them. So I have no clue actually how useful that is in here. Of course, at any point throughout this series, if you guys do want to leave a comment down below and tell me something I can work and improve, and I also do keep on reaching the max amount of shadows, which is a bit of a pain, but do not worry, there's a really easy workaround to this called deleting shadows. No, the easy workaround is I go here, I go to shop, and I just if I can find it and remember where it is, I just buy a bajillion inventory spaces. That is something that works. I'm pretty sure I have like tons of inventory space on my main account as well. And that's mainly because back in the day, tickets, like you could use them to buy the battle passes, but like once you had all the battle passes, there was like nothing else to tickets. And there was nowhere near as many as there are right now. I mean, you can buy like gold, and I'm pretty sure at one point you can even buy tickets for tickets, but yeah, it means that I have a lot on that account, so I suppose that'd be useful to have a bunch, but I am honestly, wow, I am doing such a bad job at just missing all of these. Anyway, we're on to the next boss, and this one is Death Vermilion. Okay, that actually is a really cool one. I'm pretty sure I've got the rising on, so that shouldn't be a problem. Of course, again, we got it in a really low rank, but wait, we got so many drops from that. Okay, so I think that's something that we did get boosted by. I am realizing we are low on time, though, so we won't check out our drops right now, and let's just try and clear this. Of course, again, another thing about this series, tell me down below in the comment section for bits where it's just me yapping, abusing admin commands, going through a dungeon, or would you prefer if it's a little more like a montage, something like that? Because I don't know, I don't really mind which one I do, whichever one, of course, you guys find easier. I think I'll play around with it in like future uploads just to see what kind of like flows a little bit smoother. We'll also mess around the length of these videos. Of course, the more you guys want me to do, the longer it's going to be. But like I said, I'll make it a daily series, so they're never going to be like super long, but they'll be hopefully just a fun little series. But anyway, we're actually nearly at the end of this, which is really cool. I am genuinely so bad in movements. Maybe tell me down below like how fast is optimal speed, because whatever speed I've got right now, I feel like it's kind of an optimal. I mean, if I get them straight in a line, I tend to get a pretty easy, pretty like quick clear. But other than that, it's actually really, really hard to get like a good elimination on these guys. I mean, I'm missing them there. The shadows, I don't think you're even catching over me as well. So maybe a shadow thing, speed a thing. I think shadow speed may be a thing from memory. Or again, maybe I am just making things up as I go. Wait, we got a dual rank up here there. Hey, that's pretty nice there. So we should be. Oh wait, yeah, one more room than on the last room. I mean, I can do maths. I know I am genuinely a genius. Genuinely a genius. Wow, I'm even inventing new words. The yap is going crazy, but no, in all seriousness, we are in the next bit relatively soon, so I think it's only a few more of these to take out, and I feel like optimal would have just been going up, down, up, down. I went zigzag, left, right, left. That was not at all optimal, but hey, we can get a cutscene for this one. So I imagine that this boss is pretty good, to say the least. What I have noticed is the ones outside, I'm pretty sure have like a similar amount of health. Or at least just compared to what I'm doing, they feel like they're quite similar. But hey, let's take out the witch there. And again, I don't really know if she's anything crazy. Maybe they're like stronger in other stuff. But hey, we've got a bunch of legendary stuff there. So imagine that's all the drops. And now we've completed the dungeon, so we're going to leave the dungeon and we can go on to the next part of the next part of this challenge here. And now the dungeon's done, we're back in the normal area. Of course, we do have Infinity Castle in front of us, which we definitely have a go at seeing how far we can make it with admin gear at some point, but we're not going to be doing that for now. First thing we'll do is we'll actually look, did we get anything cool from doing the dungeon there? And I don't really think we did. I mean, all these guys' stats are the exact same. So I don't think anything's crazy here, but equally, again, that could be just because of all the stuff I've got. And what I could try is if we unequip this here, I go to relics and I unequip this relic and I unequip this relic. Does that do anything? Or my stats just stay like infinitely strong? Okay, this is the actual stats of everything now. So this is what they're actually at. And I'm noticing instantly these are terrible. So my theory is, and now I could be wrong, is maybe in World 2 they're stronger, or maybe just everything we got from that was terrible. Again, I don't know how much impressive feat that was beating that. But anyway, let's put the OP gear back on to boost my ego back up. And we'll then go back to messing around with a few things. We did also get, if we go to inventory, and I think it's in accessories. Yeah, I got a bunch of this stuff. So we're getting shadow level buffs on this here. We're getting this artifact, which I don't know which one's the better out of these two. This is legendary, this is mythic, so I imagine that, yeah, the mythic one's of course going to be better there. So we'll make sure they're all equipped, because that's a little bit of a boost there, and I am like accidentally farming a bunch of terrible NPCs. So the next course of action, as we go back over to the Halloween area, at least from what I can tell, is to kind of leave everything here, because nothing here is really seeming like it's super good for me at the moment. And what I actually think the best thing's going to do, which for you guys is going to be like a really, really quick process, and I mentioned at the start of the video that I'll come back to it, is I need to be rank SS to go to World 2, and I'm rank E right now, so that means, I don't know, I need to do a lot of dungeon clears, I think it's probably just worth if we go ahead and do all the dungeon clears. So I'll try and turn this into like a little thing where maybe I'll come back every few seconds, or I'll just speedrun all the way up to S rank. But I'm E rank, and now all of a sudden we're going to click with our fingers, and after a little bit of magic, we are now SS rank, which yeah, that took us a bit of time, but honestly, I found out a way that I can make it 1,000 times faster, and you guys already know this. But one, you can sprint in the game. You press the control button, and if you're actually wondering, wait, let's go out into a little bit more of an open area. Now, I mean, you guys may have tested this out a lot, but for me, this is news, and I wanna check it out. So if I go to stats, and then I go to player speed, and I do all 628, if it'll let me, into player speed, this is how fast you go. You are literally the Flash. Like, this is actually an insane speed. I mean, honestly, you don't need player speed near this fast, so what I feel like is significantly better to do. We first do a little reset there, and then we go back to our stats. We can actually do like a decent split of them. So we're just gonna do something quite easy, like maybe we just do 150 in player speed. I'm going to do 150 in Shadow Reach, so we get like a big reach, and then let's just put the rest in Shadow Agility. So yeah, my shadows go 1,000 times faster, and wow, I can't believe I did not know this. That's a little bit embarrassing there. For those wondering what my shadows are now at, they're at now 350 UVG, which that's definitely a lot stronger than they were already. So I definitely think me ranking up is gonna like boost some stats up even more. But now after all that, I'm pretty sure if I go here, we can teleport to World 2, and we can actually see how World 2 has progressed. It's my first time on this account going to World 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I stopped playing, they may have just added World 2 in, but they may not have even been World 2. From memory. Maybe I saw it a bit afterwards, but I don't think there was like a second world. So yeah, I think they just split everything into it. I mean, you guys who've been playing this now, I know for at least the last 6 months, you of course know about World 2. But for me, again, this is news. Keep that in mind. And wow, there is like so much more stuff to go ahead and explore. I was a little bit curious if these guys will be a little bit stronger now. I mean, they may be or they may not be. I was just wanted to know if, like, would they be any stronger? And wait, we don't have our, okay, we didn't have our rise right on. That's new from my end. Let's put my, let's have shadow damage. Actually, I don't think we need shadow damage. Take shadow damage off. Let's have a rise look, and let's have the Orb of Fortune. Let's see if we get any good drops out of these guys. And if we do that, do I have the Arise one on? We do have the Arise one on. I think we have the Arise one on. Again, yes, my theory was right. We're getting now G ranks, which it makes these actually kind of like at least a little more useful. Stat being a G there. Of course, for me, the stats will be the same. But like, yeah, I imagine it's just going to be like a lot harder to do it in this world, which, hey, I'm going to play about a turn if we also then take out a few of these guys. We get decent stuff. I put auto rise on, will I get like a bunch of stuff? Wait, we'll try one more rise there. And shockingly, that actually took 3 tries there. But we're getting so much more stuff this way. GM pluses. Okay, these are where the good stuff's at. I mean, hey, that makes sense. Made them actually playable in the normal world. But now we have nearly got a full team of GM plus, which, yeah, okay, that feels a bit broken there. I'm actually not sure what the highest rank is, so someone could please tell me down below in the comment section. That would be amazing. So you got GM plus, which, what's better than GM plus? That is kind of interesting, but what we can do is if I remove, we don't have the sword equipped. If we, what do we do? If we stop auto-attacking, I think at some point their stats go back down to normal, don't they? So maybe I need to like equip the sword and unequip the sword. Let's just turn, wait, how do I turn auto-attack on? You know what? Best way to do it, let's go into the ocean. And if I go here, now I think I can actually check the stats of my shadows, which maybe not, as they're still buffed by the sword. So maybe we take the sword off, and then we unequip the sword. Does that do anything to the overall stats of my shadows? Maybe? And no, I don't think it does. So I don't think these like their base stats, because these seem way too high. So we can't really show for now how strong these shadows actually are. Maybe if I unequip all and re-equip all, they maybe get a refresh, or maybe not. Maybe they just stay permanently buffed forever. That also seems like a bit of a possibility there. But wow, these GM plus, that seems kind of crazy as far as stats go. Maybe I can check it if we go to index. We then go to the bottom of this here, and we can do a run check by doing GM. And then we just do whatever what's the max level for GM at the moment? 390 for me. Okay, so these guys still could get a lot stronger. I imagine the biggest thing holding me back is my low rank. So again, probably in the next series, I'll check out ranking a bit more. But definitely not for this series. We'll be doing. And wait, I do not mean series, I mean episode. But guys, if you did enjoy this episode, we'll go and do part 3. Part 3 maybe I'm already out, depending on when you're watching this. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, consider dropping a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And we'll do another anime series. We're also going to start doing some tutorials at some point, but I feel like it's worth me probably doing this series first, so I actually learn all the new stuff in the game. And I don't want to give you guys like badly informed tutorials, so that I'm literally finding something out new every 10 seconds. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next chat. Have a good one. You're amazing. Bye.